I'm Bob Hoffman with Epiphany Now. Epiphany Now is on a mission to create a revolution of positive transformational experiences through acts of kindness. I'm hosting a series of live interviews Monday through Friday with leaders who are doing just that. Some are individuals, some represent organizations. Tonight, I am pleased to welcome my guest, who is Heidi Williams, the director of the Ingham County Animal Control and Shelter. Heidi, thanks so much for taking time out.
Hey, thanks for having me, Bob.
What's going on at the shelter right now? Are you closed?
We are closed to the public, but we are still performing some limited functions, including animal control officers responding out to cruelty, neglect complaints, welfare complaints, injured or sick animals. We'll still stop out and pick up. And we're still here to help our law enforcement partners with things like raids and red tagged houses and things like that. That is kind of our bread and butter, unfortunately, with what we do. And we also have our animal care staff taking care of some of the animals in the shelter. And our foster coordinator is working very hard because we have a lot of animals out in foster right now. So
I was going to ask you, so are all the animals in foster right now, or are some
all the animals, all of the animals that are available to be fostered right now are in foster, and that's about 150 animals. We got a call when we knew we were going to close about 5 weeks ago, and wow, we were just overwhelmed. I'm really not surprised by the reaction because this community loves their animals, and they're always so incredibly supportive of what we do. So we put out a call in the afternoon on a Monday, and by Tuesday afternoon, we had every single animal in the shelter in foster.
I have a feeling a lot of those will be permanently adopted too.
There's going to be a lot of COVID-19 foster failures, I think. Myself included, actually. So
I was going to say, I know that. You told me that.
Yeah.
There is something important that you guys have organized that I wanted to talk about tonight, and that is the Pet Food Bank. Can you tell us about that?
Yeah, absolutely. So we have many food banks actually up and running. We have our community outreach center, which is at Chicago and Sag. Here's one of my friends helping me right now. It's Chicago and Sag. It's 826 West Saginaw. And we have food there available 24/7. We also have food available at the shelter 24/7. It's just first come, first serve. And then Wednesdays and Saturdays, we're running 2 food banks in Okemos, one in conjunction with the Okemos Community Church and the Cat Ambassadors. And then the other one is at the Meridian Township Hall Pavilion on Saturdays. So we're trying to get out in the community. We realize that, this pandemic and the closure of the economy is really affecting people. The last thing we want is for people to feel like they have to surrender their animals because they can't feed them. So we're prepared to do whatever we need to do to make sure that animals stay in their homes. And the food bank is one of the things that we identified right away as needed.
I know your Facebook page, you're updating that with information too on where those food banks are. We'll also make sure that that's in the stream of Facebook here so people can know about that. How else can we help the shelter right now?
Monetary donations are always appreciated. Unfortunately, because of all of the closures, we are missing out on 2 of our big fundraising events, the Woofer Walk and the Easter egg hunt. We do just a handful of events a year, and unfortunately, most of them are in the spring. So this kind of is going to hit us pretty hard. I'm going to anticipate that we're going to lose between $20,000 and $30,000 in fundraising.
Oh, wow.
So that money goes towards animal care or our food banks, surgery funds, cruelty, neglect investigations, things like that. So it's going to be a significant chunk of money for us to try to make up. But on that note, the Woofer Walk, we're changing it to a virtual race. So if people want to support us, they can do that. If they don't want to get out and walk, we actually have something called the cat nap. So they can be lazy and just lay on their couch and send us a check. We'd be happy to do that and send them a neat little t-shirt. And they can shelter that way. So we got lots of different options, but that's probably going to be one of the things that's going to take us probably the longest to survive or to recover from is that lack of fundraising. So we're always thrilled if people can send us $5, $10, whatever they can spare. It helps.
When is the Woofer Walk cat nap?
May 16th was the day that it was scheduled. So, but you can sign up online and do it virtually. Take your favorite friend for a walk around the block and help support the shelter.
I was going to put your website up, but it's a little complicated. So I was just going to suggest people go to Google and type in your name and you'll find it that way.
Yep, just ac.ingham.org and you'll pop right up. And we have a Facebook page too, which is always got a lot of really good information on it. So
Yeah. So I ask everyone before the interview ends to tell me some good news. So Heidi, do you have some good news to share?
Yeah, we really do. This has been uncharted territory for everybody, but there's always a silver lining in everything, and a lot of it to me is how the community has rallied around our pets, and taken them into their homes as fosters. The other thing I'm not sure a lot of people are aware of is that Ingham County Animal Control has a new home. We've been in our new building since June of last year, and it's a state of the art, absolutely gorgeous facility. We're able to provide phenomenal care to animals in a new and amazingly well thought out setting. So we really encourage people to come out and when we get back open and take a tour, take a look and see what we're doing. We've got a lot of great projects going on. We got a lot of great things going on in the community. A lot of really nice animals that need homes. So think of us when it comes time to add to your fur family.
Is the shelter in the same location right there in Mason?
No, it's actually different. It's right behind the 55th District Court, the
Okay.
600 Buell Street. When you turn off of Cedar Street, you turn right by the Bob Evans restaurant right there and take it all the way to the back. We're back there.
All right. Well, that is good news. So
Yep.
Heidi, thank you so much. We'll put your information in the stream too of Facebook and more about the food bank. And we appreciate you
Great.
taking time out tonight.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
All right. And if you like these interviews, let us know your good news. Again, Monday through Friday, we'll be doing this online. Join our Epiphany Now Facebook group and like us on Facebook. Share the good news because there's lots happening. We need to spread it. Thanks. We'll see you tomorrow night.